The nation's largest pediatric hospital is stopping gender hormone therapies for children. Texas Children's Hospital in Houston says the move is just aimed at safeguarding doctors and families from legal issues.
Now, this all comes after the Republican Attorney General for Texas released a non-binding legal opinion that labeled certain gender-affirming treatments as child abuse.
Yeah, that includes reassignment surgeries, removal of otherwise healthy body parts, and puberty blockers, as well as that hormone treatment. And then Governor Greg Abbott directed the Department of Family and Protective Services to investigate reports of those procedures as potential child abuse.
Now, a Texas judge blocked the state from investigating the parents of a transgender teen over gender confirmation treatments, but stopped short of preventing the state from looking into other reports about children getting similar care.
President Biden has also condemned Governor Abbott's directive and announced his administration takes steps to protect transgender youth and their families in our state.
Now, Colorado could soon become a safe haven for transgender youth and families who decide to leave Texas. And we spoke to a local organization who tells us they're welcoming those who are looking for help.
News 5's Ashley Portillo joining us live in the studio to tell us about that organization. And Ashley, why Colorado is among many states that's being looked at as a safe place for transgender youth.
Ira, good morning. So just remember that Colorado is the first state in the nation to make gender services and insurance mandates starting January 1st of next year. So I visited with Inside Out Youth Services right here in Colorado Springs, and their communications manager said Colorado is unique because of the state's robust anti-discrimination laws. They guarantee people are not discriminated against because of their sexual orientation. That does include their transgender status. And what's different in Colorado than in Texas is that conversion therapy, which is therapy used to change the way someone views their sexual orientation or gender identity, is discredited and banned for minors right here in the state. Now, the organization also said there's more resources here for the LGBTQ community, and it's leaving people looking to Colorado as a safe state to move to, while orders and legislation are still in limbo in states like Texas.
We have heard from a couple of families in Texas. One is definitely planning on relocating here, and we're going to be welcoming them with wide open arms. Others are still kind of considering, weighing their options, seeing how everything plays out. We've also heard from people in other states who, even if this legislation isn't necessarily passing there, the climate alone is enough for them to really reconsider.
And the organization also says having a parent who affirms their child's identity can support a child with mental health issues and can also help reduce suicide by 50%. And later in the newscast, I'll tell you more about some of the services this organization offers. But we do want to note that Texas is not alone. Some lawmakers also in Utah oppose banning conversion therapy, and some church leaders there also speaking out, saying the ban is ambiguous in some areas and overreaching in others. Specifically, the LDS Church in Utah says, quote, it fails to protect individual religious beliefs and does not account for important realities of gender identity in the development of children.